Every year on Memorial Day, we pause, not just to look back, but to remember with intention, to remember those who laid down their lives in service to our country, not as distant heroes in history books, but as real people with names, faces, families, and dreams. For me, that remembrance is personal. Over 20 years ago, during Operation Enduring Freedom, I served those wounded in combat. I met them in those critical moments of transition between the battlefield and the long journey home. Some were barely hanging on. Some didn't make it. I remember their courage, their silence, their humor in the middle of pain. And I remember what they taught me without even trying to teach. Memorial Day isn't just about grief. It's about gratitude. And it's about lessons, because when someone gives their life in service to others, we owe it back to them to ask, what do we do with the life we still have? What do we learn from their sacrifice? And how do we apply it every day? The fallen teach us about unity, how in the most dire conditions differences don't matter. People looked out for each other, regardless of rank, race, politics, or beliefs. They teach us about courage, not the loud kind, but the quiet kind. The kind that shows up in small acts of care, the kind that chooses service over safety. And perhaps most importantly, they teach us about compassion. Because when life is stripped down to its essence, what remains isn't pride or power. It's love, brotherhood, sisterhood, a desire to make sure someone else makes it home. We honor the fallen by remembering them, yes, but even more by becoming better because of them. That means being kind, especially when we don't feel like it. It means slowing down enough to really listen. It means choosing grace, even when the world tells us to harden. It's in the way we treat each other. It's in the way we lift someone up instead of tearing them down. It's in the way we ask, how can I serve today, even if it's just one person? Memorial Day is a call to remember, but also a challenge to act, to let that legacy of the fallen guide how we live. So today and every day I ask myself, am I making their sacrifice count, not just with words, but with the way I treat people? Am I building something better, starting with how I show up in the world? That's the lesson they leave behind. That's how we remember them well. And that's how we honor them, not just on Memorial Day, but in the quiet, ordinary moments that follow.